Welcome back, dear students. In my last video we did solution of quadratic equations using factorization method, and the last question which I did there was x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, how we did it? You know that we have found all the factors of 6. We have only two options, 1 and 6, 2 into 3. This sign is positive, it means that we have to add the factors, and this sign was also positive, it means both the factors will be positive. If this sign will be negative, both the factors will be negative, and we shall have answer positive 3 and positive 2. Okay, sometimes we have such questions in which we don't get the factors in whole numbers. These such questions are usually of the form x plus a square equal to b, that on this side we have square but on this side we have a number which is not a perfect square. X plus 3 square equal to 14. You can easily see that you have a number on the left side which is not a perfect square. If we have here 9 or 16, we can easily do it, but here we have 14. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to take the square root of both sides. When we shall take the square root of both sides, our square will be cancelled with square root and we shall have a square root on 14. So this x plus 3 will be equal to square root 14. So when we shall take square root 14, we shall have 3.7416. So I take here 3.742. X plus 3 is equals to, but I shall take two answers. When I have taken the square root, so there will be a positive answer and a negative answer, because this square root doesn't tell us either the number whose square is taken was positive or negative. 3.742. Now I shall once subtract this 3 from a positive answer, and then I shall subtract 3 from the negative answer. When I shall take this 3 on the other side, my answer will be 3.742 minus 3 will be 0.742. And when I shall take this on the other side, it will be minus 3 and 3. This 3 will be negative on the other side, it will be minus 6.742. If I have to take the answer correct to three significant figures, this answer will remain as it is, and this answer will become minus 6.74. As we have to take the three significant figures 1, 2, 3, and I shall leave this 2 as it is less than 5, and it will give nothing to 4, so the answer will be minus 6.74 and 0.742. Here there are three significant figures. The answers are in decimal because this side was not a perfect square. If we have x plus 3 square equal to 16, and when we take the square root of both sides, you can notice that when we shall take the square root of 16, we shall have plus minus 4, and we can easily have two answers. 1 equal to x plus 3 equals to 4, or x plus 3 equal to minus 4. One answer will be 4 minus 3, 1, and the other answer will be minus 7. So answer comes in decimal when the B or the right hand side is not a perfect square, and you have to use a calculator to find the answers, and answers will be in decimal. In such questions, the factorization is impossible and you have to adopt the other methods. X plus 7 square is equals to 100. 100 is a perfect square. You can have x plus 7 square equals to 100 square root. 100 square root is 10. We shall cancel this square root, or in other words the square root will vanish the sign of square. You will have plus minus 10. One value of x will be 10 minus 7, that is 3, and the other value of x will be, when you will have here minus 10, the value will be minus 10 minus 7, and that will be minus 17. Notice here you have whole numbers because the number, the B, the number here was a perfect square. Next example, y minus 5 square equal to 11. Again we are in trouble. We have to take the square root of both sides. We shall use calculator. There is no need to open the bracket and take 11 on the other side, because here it is clear that you will not have whole numbers as factors. You will definitely have some decimal number as answer. Okay, Now we have square root 11. This is 3.3166. So I shall take 3.32, three significant figures. Y minus 5 equals to 3.32. 3.316. 6 will give 1 to the 1. 3.32. Now once you have to, there are two factors plus and minus. Once we will write 3.32 positive with 5, and then we shall write y minus 5 equals to negative 3.32. 5 will go to the other side. It will be added in 3.32. One answer of y is 8.5 plus 3 is 8.32. I hope you know how to add. You will write it 5.00, so it will be 8.32. And when you shall take negative 3.32 plus 5, you will write here 5.00 minus 3.32. You also have calculator, you can use it, but here I am just telling you how to do decimal subtraction and addition. So this will be 4, it will become 10. Now this will become 10 and it will become 9. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6 and 4 minus 3 is 1. It is positive. As 5 was positive, so answer will be positive 1.68. So our one answer is 8.32 and the other answer is positive 1.68. This is 7 minus 3x square equal to 9 over 16. So when we shall take the square root of 7 minus 3x square, we shall have square root of 9 over 16, and we will be having 7 minus 3x equals to plus minus. We shall always take two numbers here, one positive and the other is negative. So when we shall solve it, 7 minus 3x equal to positive 3 over 4. I shall take this 7 to the other side. It will be minus 7. I shall write it as minus 7 over 1. When we don't have the calculator, otherwise we can have it as 0.75, I guess. Okay, now when I shall take the LCM, which is 4 minus 3x equals to 3 by 4 minus 7 4 times 28 over 4. It will be negative 25 over 4 minus 3x. Negative sign will cancel negative sign and x will be 25 over 12. Will give me 2.08. 2.08. Three significant figures, as there is 3 after this. Okay, if I take it on another way, like if I take it 0.75, instead of 3 by 4 we take 0.75, and here we subtract 0.75 minus 7. 0.75 minus 7, it will be minus 6.25. Divided it with negative sign because there was a negative sign here. So your first answer is 2.08. Okay, we find the second answer with minus 0.75. I take this 7 on the other side. It will be added as both are negative. It will be minus 7.75 divided by minus 3. Minus sign will cancel the negative sign, and we have 7.75 divided by 3, and the answer is 2.58. X will be 2.58, the other value of x. 1 by 2 minus x square is equals to 10. 10 is not a perfect square, so you will have two values which will be in decimal. So when we shall take the square root of 10, we will have 3.16. Half minus x will be 3 plus minus 3.16. Once you have to, now we take this half as 0.5. 0.5 minus x equals to plus minus 3.16. Once we take minus x equal to positive 3.16 minus 0.5, minus x equals to negative 3.16 minus 0.5. We can use calculator, we can find the value, the decimal like this. 3.16 minus 0.5 will be written as 0.50. It will be 6, it will become 2, it will be 11, 11 minus 5 is 6, 2.6. Minus x will be positive 2.66. Take this negative sign to the other side, the first answer will be negative 2.66, right? This sign will come here, and as both are negative, so here we will add, here we subtracted, but now we have to add 3.16 plus 0.50. Both were negative, so we will add and we shall give it a negative sign, minus 3.66, but the value of x will be positive 3.66. This is the second answer. So what you have learned in this video, when you have the questions of the form x plus a square is equal to b, do not open the bracket, just take the square root and find the values. If this b will be a perfect square, you will have factors or the solutions or the answers of x, the values of x, whole numbers. But if this b will be not a perfect square, you will have answers in decimals.